Okay, so in this video, I'm going to go over a little musical theory. All right. So we have we'll start by looking at the musical notation for this chant, "Thou art my life." Okay, and I've drawn this here, which I'll illustrate in a minute. So this chant, the first note is thou, and we have this symbol here that indicates what to play for the first note. And so that symbol is corresponding to the key of C, okay? How does that work? So it's just like a language. It's like how we have English for expressing words. English, we have the English alphabet for expressing letters and words. We have the musical alphabet for expressing how to express, put musical language into musical expression. Okay, so this is the key letter C. So that corresponds to the key of C on this harmonium here. Okay, and so for the harmonium we have 1, 2, 3, 4 scales. So well, three and a half. So each scale you can see there's the same pattern, okay, of keys. So it repeats. This pattern of keys repeats again from here to here and repeats again from here to here. Can you see that? So then for every scale it starts with a key of C, okay, and then it goes up in the alphabet. So C, D, F, G, A, B, C. I'll go over these black notes in a little bit. We call them either sharps or naturals, but I'll explain what they mean in a moment. But let's just focus on the white keys for now. We call them natural keys, okay? If these keys are played, we call them either sharps or flats. So just to illustrate, so this is C, this is D, so we can call this key either C sharp because it's the sharp, it's sharp up above the C, and it's like a sharp note. Like if we say a key is sharp, it means it's higher pitched than the note below it, okay? And then we can also call it D flat because it's the black key just below D. It's a flatter note, flatter pitch, slightly lower than D. See how that works? We can also call the B natural, we can also call that C flat because there's no black key between C and B, but that's getting a bit technical there. Now, what else to cover? So we've covered white notes, naturals, sharps, and flats. So in the language, the written language, this symbol here indicates a sharp, okay? Sorry, it's a bit blurry, but it might take a while to refocus. But so the way to this is called a musical bar. So these 5 lines here. So the first line, we have an acronym that you can use to determine the key of each line here in this bar. Okay, so we have the acronym "Every good boy deserves fruit." You can see how we have 5 lines in that bar. We have "Every good boy deserves fruit." 5 letters of the acronym. So the first line in the bar is E, every. So every good boy deserves fruit. Okay, so E. I'll start a new piece of page. 1 second. Okay, so let's use these lines here as the musical scale. We have 5 lines in the scale. Okay, deserves fruit. Okay, and then for the spaces in between each line, we have another acronym F. F-A-E. Sort of like that. I forget exactly how to draw it, but that's the treble clef there. So it looks like that. Okay, that's the treble clef right there. Okay, and so for this particular chant, we have the sharp keys. Also have to cover the spaces below and up below and above the lines. So we'll go over that in a minute. Yeah, so let's do that before we come back to this, so you can understand this. So this particular sharp, this is the sharp symbol. It's the space above the letter F, and so when we have the space above, that corresponds to the letter G. So it goes up in the alphabet, each key. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B. That's one scale. And then it starts the next scale, starting at the letter C. So again, going C, D, E, F, G, A, B. All right. So once it gets up to G in the alphabet, it goes back to the letter A. So it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and starts A again. Okay. So just like here, we have E, F, G, A. So once we get to G, we go to A again. So E, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And then once we get to the space above the top line, we go to the letter G again. And then if, let's say we have the letter A above G, that's, if we have one line above if we have a note with one line through it above here, and that corresponds to the letter G. Typically you won't play this high in the cosmic chants. I don't think they go up to G. I think the highest it goes is up to the letter F. So that would correspond to this F up here. Okay. And this, let's say this here is that C corresponds to this C. Okay. So then we have below, I hope, do you understand how, just following along so far? Just let me know in the comments if it's any point of confusion, and I can post another video to clarify. So then we have below the lines of this treble clef, we usually when the treble clef is the bass, is the, like, we play the melody with the treble clef. Okay, see that line, and C. All right, I'll cover these different, see how these different symbols have, they just indicate the time to play the note. So this corresponds to a crotch minim, and this crotch, so it's played for the length of 1 bar. Okay, so crotchet, minim, semi-brief. We also have a quaver, which is half the length of this note. This is half the length of that note. So a minim is half the length of a semi-brief. A crotchet is half the length of a minim. and so a semi-breve is played for 1 bar. So this is called a bar. From this line here to this is 1 bar. So the minimum is the length of half a bar, and I pick a simpler chant. Most of the chants are 4/4, although with Indian chants the time signatures can vary a little, which is kind of confusing. So the time signature here is 4/4, and so what that means is we have 4 beats per bar. So this is 1 beat, this is the second beat, and this goes for the length of 2 beats a minute. So a crotchet corresponds to 1 beat. The minimum corresponds to 2 beats. A semi-breve corresponds to 4 beats. And we also have a quaver, looks like this. It's a solid circle with a tail on the end of it, like a crotchet, but at the top of the tail we have a little, I don't know what to call it. It's like a top, another tail. You could call this the stem and this is the tail, I guess. So quavers that connect this. Okay, see that there? And then this here is a slur. I'm jumping around a bit, but a slur is connects the tube. So the way it's played. So this, try to follow along. I know I'm jumping around, but this is the letter D. This is the letter G, and so this is D and G here. So when we play the T's here, D and G, we play them connecting. So like, it's like how we talk. When we talk, we say we don't the notes, the words that we say flow into one another. So we don't talk like this, da 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 da, like when I went to the shops, I went to, no, we don't talk in staccato. That's called staccato, where there's like a gap in between each word. Instead, when we talk where the words flow into each other, like I'm talking right now, not like this. Okay, so if we play keys like this, da da da, that's called playing staccato. If we play them, when the key notes flow into each other, like I'm talking now, we call that legato. So da 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 da. So there's no distinct gap in between the notes. Once we take our finger off one note, we are putting our finger, as we take our finger off one note, as soon as we're doing that, we're putting our finger on the next note, like this. Da 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 da. C D E F. Okay. So we've covered quite a bit of territory. We have crotchets, minims, semi-briefs, quavers. That's the time length of the time we play. So the quavers, I forgot to say, is half a beat. So it's half the length of a quaver. And so we have a bar, bass in between, like this. Okay. Um, you can see here the time signatures. Yeah, in Indian chants they can jump around. So we go from 4/4, which is 4 beats per bar, to 3/4, which is 3 beats per bar. 1, 2, 3. Each crotchet is 1 beat. This is a slur, so it connects them. So it also, the words connect. So we can play thou. So this goes like, why, oh mine, wanderest thou? So why, it's F sharp, F sharp, it starts here, F sharp, E, D. So F sharp, E, D, why, oh mine, wanderest thou go? In thine inner home, why, oh mine, wanderest thou go? In thine inner home, on the left, dee-da, on the right, ping-la, on the left, dee-da, on the right, ping-la, in the middle, the shumna, seize her with all thy might. In the middle, the shumna, seize her with all thy might. Kundalini power in the subtle form. So I could play the whole chant, but I'll stop there. So you can see the time signature, again, it varies quite a bit. It goes from 4/4 in one bar, the next bar to 3/4, and then it goes back to 4/4, and the next bar is same 4/4, but then it goes to 2/4, and then it goes to 4/4, 3/4. So it goes from 4 beats per bar to 3 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Each minimum is 2 beats. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. This is half a beat, a quaver. So 1, 2, 2.5. And this here, this is a new thing. So pay attention to this. You're watching the video. So there's a dot above the to the right of the note here. So when there's a dot, it means we play it for 50% longer than what it would normally be played. Okay. So if it's a crotchet with a dot like that there, and that's played for 1.5 beats or 1.5 beats. Okay, so it's played for 50% longer than it's normally played. If we have a minim with a dot next to it, it would be played for, instead of half a beat, it's played for so three quarters of a beat. Okay, so 1.5 times 1.5 is 3 quarters. Okay, so we've covered quite a bit of ground. What else? I think I was going over the notes below, so just to cover that off. So we have C is the note, the line below E, and then we have, and then going down respectively, so A, we have C. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry. So C, D, E, and going down we have the letter below C is B, and then F, and E. Shows like the where the note is played. Indicates the where it's played on correspondingly on the harmonium. We have the time, language of time, indicating how long each note is played for. That's including the bars, the crotchet, semi-briefs, minims, quavers, elongated notes, and the time signature as well is part of it. So the time signature is played at the start of every chant. So for Why Oh Mine, the time signature is 152, which is quite fast. So that's at the beginning of the chant. I've got to get a pencil. Let's see. Okay, so this is the time signature. This whole thing is the time signature. Okay, and then so we have 152 beats per minute, and each beat is one crotchet. Okay. So that's sort of there's some ins and outs. There's some different symbols in the different chants. So this you play this with an accent, so you sort of attack the note. Wake her with all thy might. So we play it sort of like this. It's like it's called an accent, that note. So it's played like this. Wake, waker with all thy might. Wake, waker with all thy might. Wake, waker with all thy might. That's a more advanced thing. Don't worry too much about that if you don't get it exactly right. I don't entirely understand it myself, but you sort of, I guess for a piano, you sort of play it more firmly and for a slightly shorter period than you would like with more emphasis and so you press. I guess you play harder and like pump the bellows harder, so it's louder. Wake her with all thy might. Wake her with all thy might. And I guess you'd also sing it louder as well. So it's like wake, wake her, wake. Guru given power by pranayama. Wake her with all thy might. Wake her with all thy might. So you kind of sing it with more emphasis as well as play it with more emphasis, those particular notes. This particular symbol here indicates that you can play it for longer than the suggested time, suggested beat. So this is so for the last note of Kundalini power in the subtle. Oh wait, liveth in the coccyx region. Instead of playing it for one beat for Jun, we can play it for a longer. We can extend the length of that note. So typically, like conventionally, when extending it, if extending it, it would be played for around double the length. But that's just like a sort of rule of thumb. You could extend it for longer or shorter. So it can go like this. So Kundalini power in the subtle form. Kundalini power in the subtle form. Liveth unconscious in the coccyx region. Kundalini power in the subtle form. Liveth unconscious in the coccyx region. In the coccyx region, Guru given power. In the coccyx region, Guru. So when I do it, I didn't really extend the length of it. Guess it kind of seems to flow better that way with the time, especially a congregation chanting along with you. You want to keep it predictable. But if you were extending it, then it would be in the coccyx region. So you could extend it for that. In the coccyx region. You could extend it for that long. In, or just like this. In the coccyx region. 1, 2, in the da 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 da. Region, da, da. That's like 3 times. In the coccyx region. In the coccyx region. Guru give. So that was twice as long that I did it then. So I'm tapping my thumb along to the beat. In the coccyx region, Guru given power. Now we tapping my thumb here. I call that. I think it's called vamping. So it's basically playing your thumb with a harmony note along to the beat. And so this I'm playing F sharp here. So this is D. So it's 2 full steps down from F sharp. And so typically, if it's either 2 full steps down from the note you're playing, it will be 1 harmony note. Or if it's 1, 2, 3, 1 full step, 2 full steps, 3 full steps. If it's hold on a sec. Let's look at C. So yeah, this is a harmony note in the key of C, this is G and C. They're harmony notes, and E is the harmony note. You can see how that sounds harmonious when I play that. We call this a chord when I play it together, all three notes. Whereas if I play this, you can see how it sounds kind of more discordant. And this is going to sound especially discordant if I play these two notes right together. See how that doesn't sound so good? So you want to be careful the notes that you play with. If you are using your thumb with the beat, then typically it will sound good if you play a harmony note where it's two full steps. It's actually three half steps down from the note. So one full step and a half step, or 1, 2, 3 half steps, and then um, the I forget the musical term for it, but when you play the root in the fifth note of the scale, that's the harmony chord, and the third note of the scale. So the first, third, and the fifth notes of the scale are what we call a harmony chord. There's a technical term for it. I forget what it is. Yeah. So this is like the harmony note for the key of D. So A and D and F sharp. For E, it's like the key of E, it's like that. And for a key of F, anyways, it'd be like this. And G, this is just G major, like that. That doesn't sound as so good when played. Oh, it's okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's because it should be like hold on a sec. It's like yeah, like that. Yeah. So yeah. I could keep going, but this has been going for a while. We also have minor keys. So this is C minor. So we have minor keys. There is some chance if it's played in a minor key, then usually the mood of the chant will be more somber or serious or sad. Where if it's played in a major key, typically the chant will be more upbeat and joyous. So why mine? It's played in the I pressed the pause button and I forgot to hit play again when I started recording, so I'm not sure where I left off. But I was talking about minor keys. I think that might be where I stopped recording. So just to reiterate on the minor keys are played in a more for chance to have like either a more sad or more a chance that are more sort of appealing to God, like whereas keys with the played in a major key are more upbeat and joyous. So I and the bubble make me a C is played with C major. So there's no with all white notes, all natural notes. Um, Pause again. So I was talking about the harmony notes. So if you play C, the key of C, the harmony notes are these harmony notes, C, E, and G. And so it'd be the first, the third, and the fifth notes of the key are harmony notes. And then for the key of D major, these are the harmony notes. Okay, because with D, the key of D, this is one of the third note is 2 full steps above the root note. Okay, and the fifth note is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps above compared to the 4 steps above the root note. So 1, 2, it's 1, 2, 2.5, 3.5 steps above the first note. So similarly for the key of C, D, E, full step, half a step, full step, half a step. So these are the harmony notes for these. If the key is D for a chant with just with that a black note over F, and then and a black note over C. So these would be the harmony notes. And then for E, if the key is just C major, then if you're playing, you would usually kind of stick to, if the key is C, you kind of stick to this or this as the harmony notes. But if you're playing B, and you could play like that, or like that, probably like that would sound the most harmonious. So if I illustrate how to play the harmonies for harmony notes for I in the bubble, make me see it's like this. So do thou, my Lord. I would just normally I will hold my hand like this. It's sort of in a ball above the keys like that. That's how you should hold your hand, so it's more comfortable. But while I'm chanting, I will make it easier for you to see how the keys are played by playing more like this. Okay. So do thou, my Lord, so do thou, my Lord, thou and I never apart, thou and I never apart, thou and I never apart. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Oh, I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Oh, I am the bubble, make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea, make me the sea, oh make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Oh, I am the bubble, make me the sea. So do thou, my Lord, so do thou, my Lord. Thou and I never apart, thou and I never apart. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Oh, I am the bubble, make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea, make me the sea, oh make me the sea, make me the sea, oh make me the sea, Thou and I never apart, thou and I never apart. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea, make me the sea, oh make me the sea. I am the bomb who make me see. Oh, I am the bomb who make me see. Oh, I am the bomb who make me see. All right, I think we'll call it a day for now. Yeah, there's not. We've covered a lot of ground, so I think that'll be enough. All right, hope you found this helpful. Feel free to hit the like button and the subscribe button if you'd like to stay tuned for more. And leave a comment if you've got any. I might have to turn the comments on if I do that. You can leave a comment, but keep it nice and constructive if you've got feedback. If you've got any questions, let me know. All right, take care.